Okay, gotta explore this place in order to get the quest monster and some additional treasure. Did we fight a gauntlet of Jaegers here before?
Their fate is a swift defeat! Isn't this where the railway cannons were brought in? Yes. 4 of them were then used to bombard the city of Ordis.
A battleship was sent to collect them after the dust had settled. At least that's what I heard.
Bunch of Sepith. And the giant spider. Okay, open.
The enemy is strong. Please brace yourselves.
Heavenly gift.
Light! Leave this to me. Now! It's mine! Too bad! This is our chance!
Death breath.
It's mine!
Oh shoot.
My turn! Arcus activate! It's my turn. Here I go. Ha! Yeah! Leave it to me.
A Nerf flare butterfly.
Let's go! Yes! Arcus activate! It's my turn.
Do you even have an impede thing? Shoot. Think it's gonna heal?
Let's go! It's my turn. Here I come. Shadow Stitch!
It just walked over. I think I could have her use her S-Craft and break it. That would be a good idea. Then since I have Emblem.
This is my secret weapon! Holy light! Gather in my bow! Take this! Gabriel Arrow! Repent for your sins!
Yes!
Just like that!
Astral Bell times 2.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Nightmare free. North Languedoc Canyon. We didn't get a chance to really take in the scenery when we were here last. It's pretty breathtaking. Looking good. I'll send it to Rex when I get the chance.
Ready.
Okay, where's the Rex button?
Hey, let me take it. Whoa, here's a little...
Photo of Lucy. Thanks. Okay, see the boss. Okay, demonic creature.
Is that a fiend? It looks like the devils mentioned in scripture. There have been a number of sightings recently.
We'll handle it. Elise, Your Highness, please stand back. There! This one's strong. Be careful!
It's a lot of enemies. Damn it, Rean, why didn't you get the first turn? Let's blow them all up.
Yes!
Alright. Where's my battle scope? Did I use them all up? No.
It's my turn. Here I come. Shadow Stitch! Ouch! Too bad. It's my turn. Here I go.
I'm up!
Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. I kinda screwed myself over.
It's my turn. Arcus activate! Ha! I should manage without your help. Too bad. Very well.
Let's go! Arcus activate!
Leave this to me. Arcus activate! Sha! I got this. I got this. Yeah! Like...
Yeah!
Ha! Too bad. It's my
You didn't go for the bait, even though I had the Aegis Quartz. That sucks.
Here's our chance!
An opening!
Here I go. My duty calls. Very well. I leave it to you.
I got this.
Leave!
Brilliant design.
Let's do it. Hey, coming at you.
Please break. Yes!
I'm up! It's my turn! I'm up! It's down!
Here.
Yes!
Now we just try to use normal attacks to kill it. Scan the gem, that is extremely valuable.
And open it!
I appreciate your assistance, Master Rean.
I should be thanking you, Sharon.
One bonding point. Now I should be able to bond with, I think, 7 people. Yeah, 7 out of 9. I'll have to decide which 2 I want to abandon. Anything going on the main campus side of things? Instructor Rean, I heard you helped out with getting the medical supplies. Thank you so much, you really saved our bacon. It was nothing, glad I could help. That Sydney guy thinks he's so smooth-tongued. But he's more than what he put out for others to see. There is substance underneath that whole routine of his, I'll say that's at least. I'm ashamed of myself for having misjudged Kyrie based on his appearance alone. It was a lesson about the dangers of preconceptions. Oh, hello there. To everyone from the branch campus and from Class 7, thank you for all your hard work yesterday. We were quite worried since we were able to observe the ship's movements. We were only really able to patrol nearby areas, though. No, it was thanks to you that we were able to pull it off. Let's all keep up the good work, everyone. Right, okay. I didn't see Major Michael in the front car, though. Oh, there he is. Oh, Major Irving, inspecting the Panzer Solats? Yes, I was hoping to avoid there being heavy combat during our diversion operation. However, as things stand, we'll very likely need every single combat asset at our disposal. I'm glad I have the Solat now. In the end, it was the right choice to accept it. Alright, I heard Principal Le Guin gave you a Panzer Solat as a farewell gift. That's right, apparently she placed a special order of the RF. Seems to have the same modifications as the Viceland Army Solats. It'll be a perfect addition to our forces. Considering the scale of this operation, we have just barely enough troop strength. We'll need a plan that uses our assets as efficiently as possible. I'm glad we've got you with us, Major. Just leave it to me. It's my duty as a member of Force faculty, after all. Nice work getting things in Aaron under control, Rean. Everyone's saying your teamwork kept the damage to a minimum. Thanks, but I think it was more because everyone took shelter inside the barrier. What happened around the teleportation stone? Any major damage there? Nope, luckily the Northern Jaegers and Nidhogg showed up and lent us a hand. I'm not sure if it was for a request or out of the kindness in their hearts, but either way, they did the right thing and helped us out. And from the looks of things, none of them were under the influence of the curse. I have to admit, I'm glad about that. Where are you up to, Gustav? Maintenance? Yeah, the military finance guys and gals had plenty on their plates, so I thought I'd take care of that for them. Besides, I might get put in charge of the artillery. You never know. I figure I may as well tool around with the equipment and make some tweaks now. Sounds like a good use of your time. Hey, he may be in combat tactics, but Gustav really lights up when it comes to tasks like this. He's a natural. Hey, nice work back there. And here I was hoping to luxuriate in all the pleasures an Errand Village had to offer. No rest for the wicked, I suppose. After all the work you two put in to defend that place, I don't think the wicked label really applies. Say, weren't Aga and Tio with you earlier? They were, yeah, but Heavy Blade's gone back to Legram, and Tio Tot left her papers here and headed home. She was in a real tizzy, too. Must have a lot of work to get done on top of helping us. Unfortunate, but unavoidable. For now, we can take heart in the fact that we managed to liberate Emma's home from Gilbert and his goons. This is an unqualifiable win. I know you've still much to do, young Rean, but you have earned yourself some relaxation. I highly recommend you take it. I'll try at least. Thank you, Your Highness.
Okay, let's see. Yay! Your rank went up!
A1.
Gift from Her Highness.
Valhalla. Isn't that the one Aurelia used?
Way to go!
Rising up. 310 is the final threshold.
Her Highness. Thanks, everyone. Great job. See you later, Rean.
You two look like you're discussing something important. Oh hey, Rean, we're just talking about a fan letter I got from a patient at St. Ursula. I told you about her before, remember? The little girl who loves the radio dramas? Oh, that's right. You mentioned that she'd been in the hospital for a long time now. Come to think of it, I think Monk might have mentioned her letters too. Yes, that's her. Her name's Nana. Well, Nana enjoyed last week's episode so much she wanted to write in and tell the station how much she enjoyed it. Getting direct feedback from fans like this is the greatest joy a director can experience. It's so heartwarming, so humbling. Must be hard being stuck in the hospital, though, especially as a kid. I know, maybe I can write back and let her know I'm rooting for her. Really? That would be wonderful. I know she'd be thrilled to hear from you. Thank you so much, Monk. Don't mention it. Besides, it'll also give me the chance to tell her all about the special episode we've got coming up. There it is. I'm a little mortified at the idea she might hear me on the radio, but it'll make her feel better. Don't worry, Rean, it's just one little letter. Besides, everyone's going to be tuning in anyway once our promos start ramping up. Yep, I'm ready to crawl into a hole and die now. Ha. Instructor Rean, were you eavesdropping on our girly conversation? You naughty man. It's possible I did hear something from them before, but I forgot about it. Hey, I was just passing by. Don't get any weird ideas. I can pretty much imagine what kind of conversation this is anyway. The idea of reimagining our conversations is a joy in and of itself. I would certainly like to hear exactly what it is you think we're talking about. In explicit detail, if you please. I didn't mean I was thinking of anything specific, just a general impression. Never imagined the princess would have such encyclopedic knowledge of my favorite genre. It's quite an honor, really. I'd love to take the opportunity to talk about this and that. Oh, and no, even that. Cop. My, it seems I've gotten carried away again. I should probably try to keep myself more composed in mixed company. Good luck of that. I heard Tatiana got Dorothy's autograph at the summer festival in Heimdall. I was a little late, but I also got the book I bought signed. This is now an Egret family, and by proxy a Cayenne family heirloom. Yeah, I don't think it works that way. Dorothy has such an impressive imagination. I'm never left disappointed by our chats. So I really should have brought my own book along like Muse did. You really haven't changed a bit, Your Highness. Oh, Rean, good work out there in Ulster. Thanks, things got kind of dicey by the end there, but we found a way to make it through. I hate to admit it, but Hugo stepping in was what really brought the whole thing off. I don't think any of us could have gotten through to WADS like he did. Yeah, it's a good reminder of what we're up against, of what the curse can do to people. At least everything worked out in the end. I can't thank you both enough. Here, don't act like you had nothing to do with the Toa. We even got Hugo to come to his senses, but, well, it seems he's got a fair bit he's got to take care of still. I'll see about doing what I can to support him some. I think that'll be a real help. Thanks, Becky. So Leonora's headed to Ordis-san. Yeah, she's going to Miranda's tavern. She sees Miranda, the woman who runs it, as something of a mother figure. Leonora was worried she wouldn't be able to visit her after the war starts. Good for her. I know I'm not one to talk, but do you get along with your parents, Valerie? You probably still have some time to make an appearance in Northumbria if you like. I don't think so. Things are pretty bad out there right now. I wouldn't want to risk it. Besides, my parents are a lot like me. We're not a terribly emotional family. As long as we can hear each other's voices over a comm line, that's good enough for us. Yeah, I see. For someone who claims to be unemotional, you really care a lot about how others are feeling. So while your parents may seem nonplussed on the surface, I'm sure they're thinking about you all the time. Well, maybe. I think Maya's exactly right. see. Well, look at this. All of Class 7 swordsmen together in one place. And purely by coincidence. Although once we were here, the conversation naturally started to gravitate towards swordsmanship. We're just discussing who we all look up to the most, whose level we aspire to reach someday. Instructor Rean, is there anyone from your school that you admire like that? Come think of it, I've never asked you that myself. I imagine you've got no shortage of skilled 8 leaves practitioners. Even I know of some of them, but we met Cassius Bright not long ago. There's also Arios McLean, the Divine Blade of Wind. True, even Cassius has hung up his sword, so to speak. There's no denying both of them are the kind of swordsman I can only dream of matching up to someday. Thing is, Cassius is master of the first form, and Arios is a master of the second. They're pretty different from my 7th form. In that sense, Master Kafai is the only person I can truly aspire to match. I see. That makes sense. The Arce and Vanderstels both have a lot of variation within their different forms. But I get a feeling it's even more pronounced in the 8-leaf school. I must agree, really. After all, aside from the 7 forms Rean spoke of, there's even an unarmed combat form. I hate to play my own school, but it is a very adaptive discipline. I wonder if there's someone who specializes in the unarmed form somehow. I know, right? My editor told me I could only do the project that I wanted if I got a few other articles done first. I got most of them done now, but I'm still trying to find the right subject for the last one. I need something easy, simple, relaxing. Sounds to me you need a break. One more article doesn't sound so bad. In fact, simply take a step back and open your eyes wide. The perfect subject for a beautiful, uplifting article is right here in front of you. You're right. I'll do a feature on the most slimming styles this season. It'll be perfect for hooking new readers with an interest in fashion. That's what you're going with? Oh well, it's your loss. There's so much wrong with this picture, but at least BB's got her article. Becky caught me up a little earlier. Seems that Ulster fell into this craziness at some point. I wish Mom and Dad had spoken to me about it. In any case, it's a relief to hear that everyone in the town is safe. Thanks for everything, Instructor Rean. It wasn't just our efforts that changed the outcome, but I do appreciate the sentiment. You're very welcome, Sandy. Ellie, your performance was pure class. I felt it like it was echoing right into my soul. Usually only rock can get me fired up like that. I'm impressed. Oh, thanks. Glad to hear it resonated with you. Looks like you've got yourself a new fan, Elliot. I'd be lying if I said he wasn't an inspiration. Miss Mint's here too, so I'd love to set up a collaboration between the Modern Music Club and the Wind Orchestra. Now that'd be great. Hey Rean, what do you say to breaking out your old guitar and joining in? Only if you give me a lot of time to practice first. Whoa, what's the deal with all these papers? Is there a problem on the ship? Oh, not at all. It's just, the girls were helping me figure out how to get more fuel and ammunition. It's gonna be hard to get all the supplies we need without imports. Right now we're trying to figure out if we'll be able to meet up with our Remiferian contacts, since we're going to Crosswell soon. Of course, that would only drive up the cost even more. So we're trying to see if there's anything we can do to will our expenses down. I see, so you're all combining your expertise then. Given that you're all masters in your respective fields, I imagine we're going to be just fine. Just be careful not to spread yourselves too thin. Hey, roger that. Was that the data I brought over from the experimental battleship? Yep, just stumbled onto it while looking through the archives. Kind of a bummer though. The big Leviathan guy and those Ozy Mirage dolls, they both use super advanced tech, but they're just so blah. If I were in charge, I'd add a little coolness, a little cuteness, and a little something like clickety-clack this. And that concept of hers is very similar to the designs of the Divine Knights. Small wonder, given all the experience Mint has with them. I'd like to see where this goes. I might be willing to let you have that data, based, of course, on the condition you're able to produce results worthy of. Critical error, data corrupted. Uh-oh, I think I broke something. Wait, no, the auto cleanup program just deleted everything. Restored from the backup file, and don't you dare touch any unnecessary keys, understood? Alright, the backup. That's a relief. Thanks, Schmitty. You're a pal. Will you ever learn proper laboratory decorum? Unbelievable. Looks like the professor's gotten more used to the way Mint's mind works. Yeah, he has to back up just in case. Okay, so Crow has an event. I want to say thanks for protecting Aaron Village, I mean. We were lucky that we had Emma and Vita around to keep things in order. If that pathetic jerk managed to take over the village, I might have died in embarrassment. Yeah, he's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed, is he? Yeah, he's still somehow still an Ouroboros member. Rose is coming up with some sort of plan so this doesn't happen again. We'll have to keep a close eye on Ouroboros from now on, just in case. Hi, Celine, what are you doing here? Just wanted to take another look at Valimar. He's changed so much recently. Yeah, that ogre-like silhouette he had is completely gone. He's looking a lot more like his old self, if you ask me. True, but he's using more mana now, too. His appearance has changed to reflect that. Now that he's absorbed Zector's power, he's taken on his third form. Maybe we should call this form True Valimar. But we still have to get all the other all the other Divine Knights first. True Valimar, yeah, that feels fitting. I see what you meant now about the rivalries being a struggle for power. If I could handle whatever they threw at me, but, well, exactly how I'm feeling about them is kind of complicated. But I guess I've just gotta stick with it and do the best I can. I understand how you feel. You may not have a choice about participating, but that doesn't mean you have to like it. For now, just try to struggle through this, but don't be afraid to stay true to yourself. Celine, thanks, it makes me feel better to know I don't have to try to be something I'm not. Those enhanced Jaegers. Improving one's physical ability with hypnosis is absolutely absurd. Quite honestly, they're a disgrace to Ouroboros. They ought to hold themselves to the highest standards like my lord. My lord, I'll be there soon. Duvalie. Oh, are you performing weapon maintenance, Duvalie? Naturally, my lord is waiting at the shrine after all. Ines and Enya as well, surely. But no one asked you to babysit me, Schwarzer. Focus on taking care of yourself first. Now that I think about it, the shop should be done polishing what I left there. But the time to use that hasn't come yet. For now, I'll need to keep my focus on what's directly in front of me. Her armor? Looks like Duvalie left something pretty important at the shop. You're not opposed to it. Do you want to go get that back now, Duvalie? What? It's fine. It's something that needs to be taken care of immediately anyways. But it's important to you, right? Leaving it for later will bother you, then it's probably better to take care of it before we face up against the Steel Maiden. You're as nosy as ever, Schwarzer. But you're probably right in this instance. Okay, I'll take you up on the offer, then. This one time. Wait, will this result in a cosmetic for her? Afterward, he visited the workshop in order to pick up the important object that Duvalie had entrusted to Strauss. This is your armor and even your helmet, too. You had some work done on them? Yes, there were some minor scuffs that were starting to stand out. I had heard talk of a skilled artisan working here in Nordis, so I decided to take a chance and ask for them to mend it. This isn't the usual sort of work I'd have expected to do when I first began operating here. Your request was so earnest, it gave me more than enough inspiration to take the job and give it my full attention. Much appreciated. Such a beautiful shine. This level of technical ability is exactly what I'd expect from an artisan favored by the Dukes. With this, I'm one step closer to fulfilling my oath. Duvalie. No idea what that's about, but if I may offer my thoughts, you don't appear fully prepared to me. Huh? Decades of working as a glass artisan comes with its perks. I can tell when someone's heart is clouded, shall we say. I polished up your helmet and armor back to the original luster. Now you have to make sure your spirit matches. Oh. I see. Thank you for your services. Perhaps I've gone and run my mouth. Don't worry about it. Thank you again. Rean spoke to Duvalie, who was standing stock still outside this workshop. He invited her to the harbor district, suggesting they make use of their time in order to go look at the sea. Have you been waiting long, Duvalie? Duvalie. Ice cream. Yor, it gets cold. What do you think you're doing, and what is that? Sorry, it's gelato. I found a great place for it last time I was here on field exercises. Want some? It really hits the spot on a hot day like this. Honestly, I can't believe you. We've got an important battle coming up. Can you be a little more serious? Now, this is just how I am. I think it's fine for you to just be yourself, too. Be myself. To tell the truth, I've always been a bit envious of you. Even when you were with the Society, there was something very earnest about you. Even now that you're with us, your swordsmanship is still just as confident as it's ever been. I can't help but admire that. I feel like ever since I was a kid, all I've ever done is doubt myself. I can see why Aryan Road would make you the leader of the Stallritter. Sure, sir. Don't worry, you'll get through to her, I'm sure of it. You've already seen through to her true intentions, right? Perhaps. And all that's left is for us to give it our all. I hope I'll get to see you in your armor again sometime soon. What? Blast it all, why do you have to ruin the mood? I think I'm starting to see things more clearly now, though. Maybe the real reason I chose to ally with him is... You okay, Duvalie? I'm fine, it's none of your business. Come on, let's finish the gelato before it melts and get back. Loitering around aimlessly like this is unbecoming of one who is known as the Swift. Sure, let's get going. Rean and Duvalie enjoyed the view of the ocean and delicious gelato for a little longer. They headed back to the Courageous 2 afterward, ready to face whatever lay ahead. I feel far less stressed now. I intend to demonstrate my abilities to my lord. Of course, I'll still need to rely on your assistance. Thank you in advance. Of course. Okay, I've tightened the strings and replaced the grip too. Those balls won't know what whacked them. Yuna, isn't that one of the tennis club's rackets? Yeah, Aiden and the others swiped it from the academy for me. Even though they're in hiding, they took the time to send it over. I was thinking that maybe we could put up a net in the training hall and hold some practice matches, you know? Working up a sweat might help us get our heads together before we leave for Crossbell. I see, I'm proud of you for taking the initiative like this. And here I was thinking it should be a nervous wreck. Yuna versus Inner Saboteur, score 15 love. You know, you should stop by and check it out if you have a sex instructor. Why not, right? I mean, if it's helpful for Yuna. This is, since I didn't get her heart event last time, will this change this current event? Yuna, if we're going to face off, then shouldn't we go somewhere nice, a little nicer than the training hall? You know, I bet the security at the branch campus is pretty lax right now. Oh. It probably is, isn't it? Alright, let's do it. Prepare for a beatdown. Rean got in touch with Jessica and Louise and headed to Leaves. While his friends were collecting intel, he received permission to practice drills at the branch campus. Ha! 40 love. No more, I can't move. Alright, let's keep it up. Game set, Yuna wins. Great work, Yuna. Not bad if I do say so myself. That was a good match. Yuna is up by 2, Jessica is up by 1, and Louise is down by 2. Oh, you wanted to get at least 1 win. Just what I expected, Yuna. You didn't give away a thing. I've tried picturing this in my mind a bunch. You two didn't make it easy for me, though. I think it's important to do your best even if you can't win. Do you have any regrets? Instructor, can you play one last match with me? Me? I've read the rules, but I'm a total beginner. Oh, I'm sure you'll pick it up. With your physical abilities and intuition, I think we're pretty evenly matched. It'll really help me get my head together so I can face going back to Crossbell. Alright, but if we're doing this, I'm not going to hold back. He just goes Demon Unchained just for a tennis match. And then the whole tennis field looks like a battlefield. Go ahead and give me everything you've got. Right. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Give it a good work, Yuna. Rean and Yuna started their practice match. They both threw everything they had into it. The ball went back and forth as the match went on until the victor won with one final smash shot. Take this! Ah! Was it out or in? Game set, Instructor Rean is the winner. That was a great match. I can't believe I lost. You really put me through my paces. Good game. Thanks, Instructor Rean. And thank you for not holding back. You hesitated for a moment at the end, though. Were you thinking of letting me win? For a second, I thought getting 3 wins in a row might help motivate you. But in the end, I decided it wouldn't be fair to you if I didn't take this seriously. You know me pretty well. Still kinda annoying though. Give me a chance to even the score sometime, okay? I'm gonna get better. Of course. Let's win success in the crossbow trial. You betcha. Well, I noticed her uniform says Stragar on it. I guess Strega also makes sportswear. After meeting up with the other members of the team, Rean and Juna returned to the Courageous 2. Wait, that's the costume one. In that case, maybe I should commit to this one. Thanks for giving me a fair match. I'd like to do this again sometime. Maybe we can have a rematch after this whole mess is over. Of course, we'll be one step closer after Crossbell. Altina, who are you talking to? Oh, Instructor Rean, actually. Perfect timing. Will you mind giving this a listen, Rean? George. Oh, hey there, Rean. I heard about the Jaeger King situation. Glad you pulled through. Yeah, thanks. So do you happen to have information concerning the workshop? Yeah, I actually have something I'd like to get Altina's confirmation on. Figure I'd get in touch with her via the Courageous 2. Something you wanted confirmation on. The headquarters of the Black Workshop is located at the base of the Grey Bone Mountains. However, it appears to have been abandoned at some point. It's completely deserted now. What? You mean the place where I was held captive? The very same. Not only is Albrecht gone, but he took enormous stores of research data and experimental Zauber's soldats with him. When I checked around this time yesterday, it had already been wiped clean. I had no idea they were planning to anything like that. Maybe I simply wasn't trusted with the information. I was hoping I could get your thoughts on this, Altina, seeing as that's where you're originally from. I wish I had something useful to share. Unfortunately, my memory of that time is still a bit hazy. However, I think this might actually prove to be a good opportunity for us. How so? I'm trying to track them down now, so I can't really help directly, but if you're interested, you should have enough time to investigate the workshop site before we need to head to the next shrine. Gotcha, well it definitely could be a good chance to find out some new information. Though the probability of finding anything conclusive there is likely close to nil. So I don't think it would be an entirely fruitless endeavor. There could be intel in the Zauber soldats, S-weapons, and the combat shells, and homunculi like me and Milliam. Altina, I've secured a tentative infiltration route. I know it's asking a lot for you to trust me given the mess I've made of things. If you do decide to do this though, please contact me through Altina. Yeah, you bet. I'll be making preparations just in case. The Black Workshop is completely deserted. We don't know why, but this could be our chance to investigate it. There could be intel on Zauber soldats, S-weapons, and the combat shells. And homunculi with me and Milliam. Okay. Altina, well, it's understandable that it would be on her mind. It may be completely deserted, but it's the gnome's headquarters, so I think we're gonna need some help. Should I get in contact with George and go investigate the Black Workshop? Is there gonna be combat? The Black Workshop, we need to consider the risk, but there's a lot we could potentially gain by checking it out. Let's fill everyone in first and get in contact with George. Understood. I'll tell everyone right away. Rean briefed those on board about the situation and received approval for the plan to investigate the Black Workshop. As a precaution, the small team's task of infiltrating the facility was to be supported by the Courageous 2. Altina and Crow contacted George. He headed to the workshop using a teleportation gate that he had secret access to. So this is the Black Workshop. Used to be the Gnome's HQ, huh? They might still be using it in some capacity, you never know. Angelica, do you remember the last time we were here? Clear as day, the mask didn't mess with my memories from that time. You guys had to take on the Chancellor, the Steel Maiden, and the Blazing Demon all at once. It was crazy. But now all is still and quiet. Frankly, it's unsettling. Not a soul in here besides us. It feels abandoned. These conditions are ideal for us. We can conduct our investigations without interference. Okay, we'll go to the S-Weapon Lab. I've been curious about the origins of my Berserker and Shirley's Testarossa. When we met in Stargazer's Tower, we were enemies. Now we're working together. Who would have thought? Yeah, it feels odd. Please don't stab me in the don't stab me in the back, please, Doobie. Don't come up with pet names for me. As for us, we'll go check out the combat shell in the Zauber Soldat Research Lab. Maybe Albrecht left behind his research notes or something. You're going to be the homunculus lab, correct? Will you be okay? Yes, I've been there once before, when we came to save Instructor Rean. It's where Milliam and I were born. Maybe there's still something to learn there. Yes, maybe. Let's see what we can find. The Courageous Two will be patrolling the area around you. Return at once if you're in danger. We'll be waiting here. Let us know if anything goes wrong. Alright, everyone knows what to do, so let's get started. I think I know what these are. OZ series incubation tanks. Test subjects which failed to become Milliam or me. They were discarded when we were born. That's disgustingly cruel. The Dishi cult was researching something similar a few years ago. Instructor Rean. Wait, is that OZ unit alive? Oh, what the? An OZ Mirage. It's an Archazon manufactured at the Black Workshop based on Ouroboros' designs. Seems to be inactive, but it's still glowing. It's probably gonna wake up and attack us. Perhaps it malfunctioned, and they left it behind when they moved to a new base. Huh? I regret the things I did when I was escaping before. I didn't do anything to this particular unit, but still. I feel sorry for it, left like this. Let me at least lean it against the wall. Instructor. Is it gonna come alive? Maybe we can convince the robot to join us. What's this white capsule? It doesn't look like an incubator. I noticed it when we were here last. Because it is in the area, it must have been involved in the OZ series research. It's deactivated and locked. Something about it bars me, but it's not like we'll find out more just by looking at it. But why does it seem so familiar? Empty tanks. 73 and 74. OZ, wait, 73 and 74, that's... Yes. These are the tanks where Milliam and I were grown.
So this girl's my sister, huh? Sorry, I don't know if we'll remember this, but when you get outside, let's make sure to meet up and play together, okay?
How odd, this place is so lifeless and desolate. And yet it fills me with nostalgia somehow. That's completely normal, Altina. It reminds you of your sisterly bond with Milliam. Yes, I suppose that must be it. That bond was once the only thing I knew I could trust. Both Milliam and I were created for the sole purpose of becoming the sword. This knowledge was hidden from us and sealed deep within our memories, but we always sensed it. That's why I envy Milliam. Altina. She sacrificed herself to protect those dear to her, even though it meant becoming the sword.
I must protect. I must. Rean, Juna, Kurt, Muse, Ash, Milliam, everyone.
That's why I wanted to. I wasn't afraid of what might happen to me. I'm sure that is precisely how Milliam felt as well. Although the Milliam that the spectral moon mirror showed us had regrets.
Guess I should say sorry, though, for not being strong enough. I wanted to be able to say, I saved the day, that I helped protect everyone. But I never thought I'd cause you guys all this grief instead.
I finally understood that myself. It dawned on me that, when you saved me at the Isengard mountain range the other day. Oh. Appreciate the sentiment, but please don't do that again. Talk the things through with someone. Don't just rush out on your own. I see. I was really panicked. Yes, I had never seen that much fear in your eyes before.
It seems that even someone as dependable as you has a vulnerable side. So, during those moments of weakness, I want to be the one to protect you.
That's kind of you. You've changed a lot, Altina, though I'm not really sure if I played a role in it. I'm really impressed by how you've grown. But thank you. I'm honored that you care so much about me, Altina. You're welcome. What's the matter? It's nothing. I just... I'm experiencing an emotion I find difficult to put into words. It's different from what I feel toward Juna or Kurt. How do I say this? It's joyous, but a bit suffocating, and there's warmth and excitement as well. Huh? Is this familial affection? Camaraderie? I've read about various kinds of love. Is this the same kind that Alisa and Elise feel toward you? I, don't know. Toph, maybe it's best if you take it easy. I'm sure you'll figure it out for yourself in time. I mean, you still have a lot to learn about feelings and stuff. Take it one step at a time.
Instructor, it would seem you're trying to hide something. Perhaps you'd like to share? Or is your mind filled with inappropriate thoughts?
Huh? Of course not. It's true that she's become more emotionally mature. I'm both happy and concerned, thinking about her future. Rean and Altina joined the team members who searched the areas, and they all returned to the ship through the portal. They didn't find the information they were after, but at least they discovered how many new Saber Soldats, combat shells, and Ozi Mirage units had been produced. Furthermore, they realized it was highly possible that the Black Workshop was moved to an entirely new location. Despite its dark history, this is the place where I was born. It's very dear to me. I'm only able to think of it that way now, thanks to everything I've learned from you and the rest of Class 7. I hope I can keep relying on your support. Yeah, I really look forward to seeing how you grow from here. And one day I hope I can clearly define what my feelings are for you, Instructor. Well, I don't want you to rush to find an answer for that. You'll know when the time is right. Thank you for helping the village. It's the least we could do. Everyone there has helped us out so much. Well, it's much appreciated. I volunteered to work on the barrier, but Grandmother said she would have others work on it as part of their training, so I came back instead. Let me know if you need anything. Ooh, Emma, what's that you're reading? Wait, don't tell me. It's not what you think. I don't even have any more Forbidden Grimoire. These are some notes left by Isola Milstein, my mother. Grandmother collected the ones she'd saved and sent them to me. Whew, so that's all it was. Your mother was a wandering witch before Vita was, right? Yes, but her magical abilities weren't really all that powerful. But she was always eager to learn. She had a good many ties to the outside world, and took it upon herself to look into the Empire's curse on her own. She must have been such a big influence on my sister when she was young. An incredible person at that, from what you've told me. She passed away from an unfortunate accident, right? That's right, though I'm not sure if it was the work of the curse per se. Probably just a coincidence, right? And again, I suppose dealing with the curse's aftermath in itself is a form of being caught up in it. Yeah, you're probably right about that one. That said, there's actually quite a few entries that have nothing to do with her mission. It's as if I'm rekindling the memories that I had of her from when I was young. It feels nice, you know? Well, yeah, I can imagine. Oh, by the way, I saw a good luck spell written in here somewhere. Want to try it out, Rean? It might help relax your body and mind from any fatigue you're feeling. I promise it's nothing sketchy or dangerous like before. It's alright, Emma, I trust you. A magic charm written by Emma's mom, huh? Sounds intriguing. Sure, I'll take you up on that, since you're offering, I mean. Well, don't worry, it's no trouble at all, really. Better if we didn't do it here, though. Shall we go someplace else? Oh, I haven't expected you to take us to the atelier a bit like before. Well, I'm actually prohibited from using it for the time being, after the incident we had before, that is. This spell isn't dangerous like the last time. You can rest easy, I assure you. Well, I should hope so. It is just a magic charm, after all. That smell, it's Aran flower, isn't it? It is. The scent of Aran flowers can enhance the potency of the charm. Though it's also known to induce a few other effects as well. Other effects? Oh, enough about that. Let's begin, Rean. You lean forward a bit, just like before? Got it. Oh, I didn't get duped to get into this again, did I? Don't think too hard about it. It's just only a magic charm, remember? Alright, here we go.
By your side, fair land and sea.
What is this? What you're sensing, Rean, is neither your consciousness nor mine. It's a crossing of both, a state of being not unlike that of a dream. I think I understand. It's kind of like an out-of-body experience. But what's with the way we look? These are just our astral forms, Rean. Like I said, don't think too hard about it. Things might get a little embarrassing from here. Bear with me for just a bit longer, okay? Huh? Huh?
Don't take feeling.
Oh, this sensation. Where have I felt it before? Mom, but not just Lucia. Rean? Rean? Huh? Well, good morning. Do you have a nice rest? So that's what happened. I fell asleep just like that. Did you carry me all the way here? Wasn't that hard? A bit, perhaps, but never mind that. How are you feeling? Well, my body and mind feel totally refreshed. It's almost as though I've been completely reborn. My compliments to your mom. The charm was incredible. It was originally one of the witch's lullabies, from what I understand. Let her use it as a base for her own unique version. She designed it so that it could be used not only for children, but also for family and those you hold dear. She wanted to use it on a human from the outside world, my father. That's when... Cough. Nervously. I get it. That said, that astral form caught me pretty off guard too. It was a little embarrassing to be... embarrassing to be sure. I guess it really is something best kept for family members. No, that part was likely one of the effects of the Yarn flower. See, by elevating our thoughts toward when it ends up bringing out our heart's deepest...
Wait, no! It's not what you think! That wasn't my intention!
After waiting for Emma to settle down, Rean left the sickbay alongside her. Just let me know whenever you think you might need help keeping things under control. I want to find more ways to help, as a witch and as a member of Class VII. I want to help you more than anything, Rean. Thanks, Emma, really. Let's keep what happened between us, shall we? Yeah, of course. Hey, Fee, that's a box of cigars you got there. Yeah, and a lighter too. The boss left them behind. I was thinking it might make a decent memento of him. I see, he was into that sort of thing, I take it. Yep, heavy drinker, heavy smoker. Goes hand in hand. I heard Sarah's dad was the one who converted him to this brand, actually. Really now, that does seem like the kind of thing two Jaegers could bond over. Make sure you take good care of it. I will, with the lighter at least. Not sure what to do with the cigars, though. I'm not so keen on smoking myself. Actually, are you free right now, Rean? There's something I want to take care of before we head to Crossbell. I think I see where this is going, but what of that box of keepsake cigars? I'm guessing you're going down to the surface. I don't mind tagging along wherever you're heading. Thanks. So about this place. So this is the spot. We're just to the south of Hamel. Better than putting it right inside the town. I don't think that'd go over well. That should be far enough, though. Besides, it's only temporary. You really think this is okay? Yeah, Leo and Zeno have already finished paying their respects. I wish I could smoke with them. But whenever I ask, they look at me like I spread wings. Maybe it's a generational thing. Not a lot of women used to smoke in their day. Yeah, that's probably all that it is. So it kind of feels like a waste to throw this whole box away. Do you mind if I have one? I don't really know if it'll count, but I'd like to try. I didn't know you smoked, Rean. I don't. This will be my first time. Trying one of a youngster like me probably won't mean anything, according to Rutger. Don't say that. Do you know how to do this? I think so. You snip the end first, right? There's instructions on the box, right? Cough, cough. You're inhaling too much. Boss always said it was a rookie mistake. Don't try to pull the smoke down into your lungs. Just let it drift around your mouth a little. Oh, okay. Exhale. Gotta be more. I've got to be honest. I don't know what people see in this. Yeah, it's not for everyone. We can give the rest of the boss some other time. Hey, how about you let us in on this? Zeno, Leo, everyone. Sorry, we didn't know if we should interrupt. We figured it'd be worth paying our respects anyhow. Thank you. Guess you did know him a long time too. In that case, mind if I join the party? Huh? You guys. I figured he'd show up eventually. Did you come all the way from Ortis? Yep, sure did. We came to share one last drink with the Jaeger King. I brought along a bottle of his favorite bourbon. Hey, nice. What do you say, P? Thanks for coming. We got cigars if anyone wants one. Hey, so, what are the chances I can get you to pass some of that stuff over to me? None for you, young miss. Hey now, you're still underage. Show a little restraint. Yeah, Uncle Sigmund would kill me if he found out. I didn't expect people in this line of work to be so strict about this kind of stuff. You'd be surprised, they've got their own code to stick to. Everyone passed the time reminiscing about the Jaeger King. Eventually, everyone except Rean and Fee had said their farewells and left. He sure did touch a lot of people's lives. Even members of Nihon and the Northern Jaegers might be coming by later. Yeah, he might have had even more connections than Sarah's dad. Not all of them stayed friends. He made his fair share of enemies too. But even that was just business. I never met anyone who disliked him personally. B.
I'm alright. Just got some smoke in my eyes is all. Besides, it almost feels like it's the boss hugging me.
Really? No, I'm lying. You might smell like smoke too, but being here with you is totally different. It's hard to describe. It's kind of relaxing and exciting all at once. Oh, that's a surprise.
You doofus. What did I just tell you?
Right, I'll do my best. Is this disrespectful to Rutger's memory? I'll apologize later, I promise. She's still on this floor? Thank you for coming with me to see the boss. I didn't think anyone else would come. I'm sure the boss was really happy. Let's visit his grave again once we've taken care of the Great Twilight. That would make me really happy. And thank you for the hug. You're welcome. There's only so much I can do from here. If only I could just head over there myself. Alisa, where are you up to? Oh, Rean, remember what my mother mentioned on the Gargantua, right, about the 5th? Sure.
Ah, I see. The one produced by the 5th Development Division.
So this is your capstone project.
Our F Group's 5th Development Division. There were several rumors regarding them during the Civil War, but it all kind of blew over before I could ever get to the heart of it. I assume it was the noble or reformist faction's doing, a department created and run in absolute secrecy. But in truth, it was the Black Workshop who had been keeping it under wraps. Yeah, it even slipped under the noses of Sharon and my mother. Seems they had a hand in those practice combat shells, not to mention the Goliath Altina lost control in. I suppose you know who came aboard as a specialist to help bring about the Zauber Soldats. So the questions at hand then are when these took place and who the staff behind them were. Right, if we were at Rainford HQ in Ruhr, we could investigate at a much deeper level. It looks like Mother and Grandfather still haven't been able to make their way back. I see. Alisa seems a lot more positive now she's gotten past that incident on the Gargantua. I'd like to find out a few things about this so-called division myself. Maybe I could help her out. Hey Alisa, it may be too risky for the courageous two to pilot a course to Ruhr at the moment, but what if we use Valimar instead? Huh? Alisa then gratefully accepted Rean's rather convincing proposal. After inviting Sharon to come along with them, the trio had Valimar take them to the Ruhr via the Spirit Path. What a relief. I'm so glad to see you're all right, Miss Alisa. And you too, Sharon. I heard you had quit, but here you are. Oh, I'm sorry for worrying you guys. And I apologize for all the complications I've surely caused. We'll hear none of that. You two are the reason business here in the 4th Division is as stable as ever. We've also been in contact with Chairman Irina. We're to investigate something regarding the 5th Division, correct? Yes, if my intuition is correct, we should be able to flesh out everyone involved with the plan that we discussed earlier. We've taken control of the internal network, and would greatly appreciate your assistance in this endeavor from here on. Of course, we'll take care of anything you need. Right, we'll show you the full capabilities of the 4th Division. Or by the way, you wouldn't be Miss Elisa's you-know-what, would you? Adios, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to read a room? Oh well, looks like we're all set to go. We'll leave you guys to it, Lan. Now the 4th Division really comes through in a pinch, huh? They surely are most excellent, each one, every one. The only thing they dedicate themselves to more than their work is learning all the details of their beautiful general manager's love life. Let's just leave the topic for another day. We have an investigation to get to, don't we? Thanks to the vigorous efforts of the 4th Development Division members, the group managed to gather information on the company's internal activities. With Alisa and Sharon working together and Rean offering his input as well, the group eventually crafted a hypothesis of sorts. The crux of it being that the 5th Development Division, as it stood in official capacity, was just a front. It did not operate as a standard division, but rather as one in the shadows, maneuvering and directing members from each of the other divisions in secret. This seemed all too possible, given the numerous members across the departments had been confirmed to be engaging in mysterious and inexplicable acts. Further, they discovered several employees who were currently on leave of some sort, some of whose whereabouts were completely unknown. Does that mean the 4th Division might have been compromised too? With this intel in hand, Elisa made an official report as General Manager to Chairman Irina. The group then developed plans to amend the issues, so as to prevent any underhanded activity from harming operations. Whew, that sure was a lot to go through. Definitely, but it sounds like things went just about as well as you could hope for, right? I wasn't surprised to hear that most of the employees wrapped up in this mess were struggling with debt or other hardships. That's never a nice thing to see, but investing such thorough attention and discussion into the situation really brought things back around. Yeah, it'll probably take a while to clear things up for everyone, since there were so many staff involved. Still, even if things aren't 100% up to par yet, I can tell we're moving in the right direction. I'm sure. You know, Alisa, I think this is the happiest I've seen you all day. Oh. Yeah, to be honest, I was having all kinds of weird thoughts for a while. I just got so worked up over one thing to the next. After what happened with the spectral moon mirror at the Gargantua, I managed to solidify my determination. No more doubts. Well, I guess Sharon coming back and reconciling with Mom played a big part in it too, but that sounds pretty self-centered, doesn't it? I don't think it sounds that way at all, Lisa. War may be drawing nearer, but if the RF group reestablished itself as the upstanding company it once was, it would inspire all sorts of people. Depending on how things develop, it's possible this war might not last long without an increase in arms production. That's true. Of course, we'll still have to contend with all the complications the national mobilization law throws our way. But all the technicians and engineers out there do have their own ideas and dignity to uphold. If this incident causes a stir, it's sure to be a source of hope to them and whoever else may need it. Thank you, Rean, for bringing me this far. Now, don't mention it. All I did was open the spirit path. No need to be so modest. You're the real reason, Rean. It's the courage you gave me time and time again that's made all this possible. Facing Sharon and Mother, being ready to confront the man who used to be my father. All of it, so thank you. I couldn't be happier to be here at your side. Alisa, do you remember the talk we had during that maintenance checkup a while back? Oh, that. I never asked anything unreasonable of you. I know how complicated things are, trust me. But it wasn't impossible to take the first steps of rebuilding a massive company like RF. You've even begun to patch things up with Sharon, as well as between you and Irina and the others. So I can have my hopes at least, right? Because I can see the light of our relationship has. Warm and welcoming and waiting for us to take a chance.
Rean. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. As long as we believe, we'll never lose sight of that light.
Sharon soon returned and offered kind words to Rean and Lisa. We then headed back to the Courageous 2 together, after saying their goodbyes to the 4th Development Division. I reported to Mother. We can expel the Black Workshop's Dark Shadow from RF soon. Now that there's nothing holding us back, we can keep moving forward. I know I keep saying this, but thank you. I'm happy I was able to help. I don't know how my relationship with Alisa will change from now on. But if there's any hope... Is something wrong, Rean? Nope, nothing's wrong. I look forward to working with you. Same. Oh, Rean, it was pretty tough in there in Aaron, wasn't it? Yeah, your help really saved me back there, Elise. Hey, what's that? Hey, you mean this? My jacket. No, I think back. I did have you hang on to it for me, didn't I? It was so ratty and tattered then. How did... Well, I've actually been patching it up little by little in my free time. I still have to put the finishing touches on it, so you'll have to wait just a little longer, okay? Is that right? Thanks a lot, Elise. You just keep taking care of me, don't you? Hey, that's the sort of unspoken agreement we siblings have, no? Oh, when will we be leaving for Crossbell? I should be able to finish it up if we have a bit of time left before their departure. If we have some time left, huh? Things are going to be getting more intense soon. I mean, you mentioned finishing it up, but the jacket's already pretty much done, right? What do you have left? A belt? Buckle? Something like that? Well, the truth is, I might have asked a few certain individuals to help with the finishing touch. Considering your circumstances, you could say it's something that it would be best to have. I see. She must have talked to the witches of Aaron to add some kind of limiter to it, so that Rean's power can be kept under control. Sorry, if I'd known things would turn out like this, I would have just taken it to them. I'm pretty lost there, Elise. Do you mean you need to go to service and visit someone or something? Then it's not even a question. Shall we head for Valimar? Wouldn't it now be a good time? Everyone else is resting at the moment. That's true, but I need to mentally prepare myself for handing this over. Huh? No, now would actually be a good time. Would you mind taking us down in Valimar? Rean and Elise went down to the surface and headed to a certain location. Surprisingly, they went to... Wow, so your urgent business was an errand? Just when do you have the chance to arrange this anyway? You have come down here on occasion to take care of things while you've been away. Thank you both for your help earlier. It would appear that you finished everything then. Let me take a look. Here it is. Wow, it's beautiful. This is splendid. I can see the passion in every stitch. You flatter me. It isn't much, really. That's really impressive. Looks picture perfect to me. Ah, but just wait until you're wearing it. She really poured her heart into it. It would be a shame if it got torn up like before, no? Oh. When she resolved to sew it, I gave her a special thread to use. And now we'll be infusing it with magic. Sijin and Rose, I need your help. Of course. Leave it to us. There we go. It definitely feels as comfortable as before. Maybe more so, actually. Oh, you're just saying that. No, he's right. It's really obvious how much love you poured into it. My word, despite all this misfortune that follows you around, Rean, you certainly are a lucky man. That coat should be now just be as strong as the black outfit we made. No matter how wild the curse runs, this should be able to stimulate its effects. Can I wear both the black coat... maybe if I wear a black coat underneath it, maybe it'll stack the effects and protect me even more? At the cost of fashion sense? If you want to show your appreciation, wear it often with pride. Yes, ma'am. I honestly have no idea how to begin thanking you all. Thank you so much, Miss Dahlia, Sigyn, and Rosalia. It really means a lot. Well, you're welcome. But you did the lion's share of the work, my dear. A question. Why does Dahlia get a nice miss before her name? Yeah, I'm just plain old Rosalia, Oh, I didn't mean... She does have more of a wise old lady vibe than Rose does. That's enough from the peanut gallery. Thank you, Elise. I really appreciate this. I'll treat it extra carefully. I'd hate to damage it after all the effort that went in. I'm glad it means so much to you, but you don't need to be that delicate. I'll always be here to mend it for you. Hey, but I will say an all black ensemble would suit your current hair color more right now. You think so? Well, I'm not exactly striving to be a fashion icon. I imagine people think I'm already showy enough. Don't be silly, there's nothing wrong with dressing it well. And you have me to keep your wardrobe in shape. Just say the word and I'll get to stitching. Yeah, for sure. Elise's die-hard aesthetic sense is a little concerning. Back to the ship then. It's just about time to start heading towards Crossbell. Something the matter? I promised myself after giving you this jacket I finally gather up my courage. Though I had planned to hand it over a little later than this. Courage, what do you mean? It's been such a long time since we first met. For quite a bit of it, I really thought you were my biological brother. But as I grew a little older, I eventually understood you were adopted into the family. Looking back, I realized just how cold I was to you for a time. Now you mention it, when we started up at St. Estrias, you began keeping your distance. It really took me by surprise. I know, I just wasn't able to manage my emotions at that age. They were so overpowering. I was worried I might blur out something that can't be unsaid, so I kept you at arm's length. I'm sorry, Rean, for hurting your feelings while I was so focused on protecting mine. There's no need for apologies, Elise. We were a lot younger then. Wait a second, what do you mean by blurring out something that can't be unsaid?
You're my family. My brother. I love you, Rean. But there's more to it than just that.
Huh? You've already been through 2 rivalries, and your life is still in danger from one moment to the next. Rean Road awaits you in Crossbell. You'll eventually have to face Prince Cedric Rufus, Chancellor Osborne. I worry so much about you, Rean. Sometimes I don't think I can even take it, but we're together right now. When I realized I might lose you any day, I decided that my fears about telling you the truth paled in comparison. Elise.
I love you, Rean. As more than just your sister. I've fallen for you in every way I can. Perhaps it started the very first day we met.
This isn't a joke, right? Of course it isn't. Do you think I'd say something like that as a joke? No, I was just making sure. Hey, now I was teasing you there. Come on, Rean, we better get back onto the ship. Hold on, Elise. It wasn't easy for you to come out of that, but now you've confessed that you love me, you're just gonna act like nothing happened? Were you expecting some sort of response from me? I didn't bring this up because I was looking for an answer out of you. I just thought it'd be nice to share my feelings with you, even if nothing comes out of it. I didn't want to have any regrets, and you should act in a way that won't leave you with any either. What I want for you is to never give up on yourself, and to follow your heart with who you choose to love, rather than be led by guilt. Oh. Thank you, Elise. I'm still not quite sure how to feel, to be honest. It's going to take some time for me to process what you shared. But your message is pure steep. That's all I could ask for. Rean returned to the ship with Elise, slowly digesting what she had told him. He changed back to his black clothing from before, in order to keep his newly mended jacket in pristine shape. Original hair Rean? Yes, he's back to his original Cold Steel Free look. Sort of. Well, not... Well, his mugshot... His battle portrait will not ever look the same, though. I'm really glad I could give you the jacket. If it needs mending, just let me know. I want you to enjoy wearing it. Sure, thank you, Elise. I know I'm repeating myself, but I wasn't expecting a reply from you. I just don't want there to be anything left unsaid. Don't worry, I'll be sure not to forget a single word. Man, you're always asking for something. I don't know what's on your plate, but I'm pretty busy with my own shit here. Alright, well, I'll let you know. Peace. Ash, what's that? Well, if it isn't Force's biggest busybody, way to eavesdrop on me. It's nothing. A bad influence from back home hit me up, that's all. A bad influence? Come again? Yeah, he met him once before. He's not the kind of guy a goody two-shoes like you would cozy up with. Name's Brad. He's a real shit stirrer. Oh wait, I think I... Yeah, I know who you mean. That friend of yours from Raquel. He was the one who tried to sell you out to that informant when you snuck into the city, right? Yeah, I guess he's wrangled together my old Fafnir buddies from during the Civil War. Now they're back in operation and up to their old tricks. It looks like they're sticking with low-level crap, like extortion and brawling. Nothing the IDF would give two shits about. When we were doing the field exercises before, I ended up giving him my contact info. And now he says he has something to discuss with me, whatever the hell that means. That is a little concerning, I have to say. He must have his reasons for contacting you like this, though, right? To be perfectly honest, given everything that's going down, I don't really have time to be dicking around that bastard. We'll focus on our own problems, and you focus on yours. Ash. Consume. If it's going to be bugging you anyway, why not see what he has to say? You must have at least have an inkling as to why he wants to talk to you, right? Well, yeah, if I consider the circumstances surrounding the guy. Still, though, if he brings his gang along, I can always just Gale them. Or King Gale. Even more reason to tie up loose ends now, right? To make sure you don't regret it down the line. I'll be there alongside you, of course, as your instructor and as a fellow member of Class VII. Man, Teach, you just love nosing in on people's drama, don't you? I get what you're saying, though. Can't really move forward when you're knee-deep in yesterday's bullshit. Alright, bring up Elamar, Schwarzer. I want to solve this. You got it, Ash. Ash called Brad back to talk. He met Dekins and Raquel, and Brad told Ash everything. Ash! I'm glad you're here, and you too, Instructor. Just like I dropped by. You've got some nerve calling me up after bringing back Fafnir and trying to sell me out. Yeah, I feel so bad about that. It was like I was possessed or something. And I couldn't think of anyone else who could help with this. Please help me, I don't know what to do. Seems like things are pretty serious. You're not luring us into a trap, are you? Ugh, alright, we'll hear you out. So you and your friends committed blackmail and other misdemeanors. In the shadows was your informant, Miguel. Yeah, that's basically it. At first he was just doing stuff like showing us the perfect places to extort people. But then he made me do all sorts of stuff because I owed him or something. I had to bring some product from Ordis without the Imperial Defense Force busting me. You mean? Sounds pretty sketchy. Yeah, and recently he's been asking for some pretty major stuff. To top it all up, we almost got dragged into some shady business of his not too long ago. If this keeps going, we're seriously gonna end up at the point of no return. Okay, I get it. So we had you move some product, huh? Ash? It's nothing. Alright, long story short, you realize the error of your ways because you're way over your head and you're scared. Now you know how stupid you were to bring Fafnir back and do whatever the hell you want right before the war, huh? So what, is there something wrong with me realizing that? It's just, you went off to join that military academy, and then I heard you shot the Emperor of all people. So when this old dude told me I could be top dog around town, I thought, yeah, why not? Looks like the curse worked its way in with all that emotional turmoil. Yeah, I got it. I'm the reason why. Probably for that moron too. In that case, I gotta set things straight, huh? Ash, are you okay? You look like you're back to normal. Well, back to being a goofball. Don't worry about it. Let's leave the rest to me, Brad. I'll talk it over with the old man. I've got some stuff I want to ask him myself anyway. You do? Anyway, we'll have you be of use here, got it? Let's go look for some clues. Rean and Ash began asking around about Miguel. Rumors they heard pointed to him being somewhere outside town with a new shipment of goods. Eventually, they tracked him down. It's near a chest as well, a chest we already opened. Alright, this should be enough. Raquel's punks ain't gonna use more than this. About time I move on. One last trip back to town should do it. Oh, and where are you planning on scuttling off to next? What the, Ash? And the Ashen Chevalier? How's it hanging, Miguel? Been a while since I went to clean my apartment and ended up bumping into your ugly mug. I hear you've been helping out Brad and the others. Hello, Miguel. I haven't seen you since our old field exercises. I hope you realize I'm not going to let you get away with anything that might put young people in danger. Now, we'd like you to tell us about whatever it is you brought here from Mortis. I don't know what Brad's been telling you, but you've got me all wrong. I seek out young people with potential and teach them the value of hard work, that's all. Shipping these things is just another aspect of that. A gun? So this is your new product, huh? It's an RF model. I'm guessing there's more in the container. That's right, I've got contacts in the military who helped me build up a decent stash little by little. I mean, no one knows for sure what's going to happen to the world after the war starts, right? You've got to be prepared. Savvy folks from all over the continent are already putting together hidden weapon caches. The way I see it, I can make a fortune supplying them with the kind of high-quality arms they'll be needing. That's really low. What, so you're a war profiteer now? That's a pretty drastic change from when you only dealt in information. Not to mention how fast you got these weapons together all on your own. I figured that wouldn't be possible without the right connections and know-how. What aren't you telling us? Maybe it's connected to the 5th Development Division somehow. Now you mention it, something does seem off. It's simple, really. I wasn't always an informant. Until a little more than 10 years ago, I was a merchant, working in a different kind of market. Some of the secret supply routes I learned about back then are coming in handy now, that's all. Now I'm done talking. You gotta let me through, or what? Can't keep my customers waiting. What's that, Ash? Hey, don't go making any sudden moves. Look, Miguel, I don't give a rat's ass where you go next. But there's one thing I gotta ask you first. I thought we were done here. Was it you? Were you the one who got me out of Hamel? Hey, where's this coming from? Ash, do you mean? 14 years ago, a merchant helped me escape from Hamel and into Raquel. Yeah, this was from the bonding event that I skipped for back then. By the time I was old enough to understand, the merchant had already disappeared, and I had no idea where he went. But what you said just now, that you were a merchant more than 10 years ago, well, things just clicked. Now I see. How long have we known each other, Miguel? From my first days in Raquel, from when I got adopted, since I can remember, basically. You were involved with all of that, weren't you? I mean, you weren't exactly a good influence. You even sold me out to the Jaegers at one time. I always thought you were one of the most deadbeat pieces of crap around. But you still show up at Mom's funeral and made a donation. I have to wonder, what if he brought Ash because Ash was needed for the curse? That just felt so out of place for a small-time crook like you. I figure you must have had some ulterior motive. But looking at it now, I can't help but wonder if you felt some kind of obligation toward me. If I got it wrong, go ahead and set me straight. Ha ha ha, when did you get so sharp, kid? I wanted to take this to the grave, but I guess my secret's out. It's true then. Every word. 14 years ago, I was peddling my wares out by Parm. If I hadn't stepped out for a smoke that night, I might never have met you. Whoa, take it easy, kid. What are you doing out on the road by yourself? Was that a gunshot? The hell's going on? This can't be good. Come on, kid. Let's get you out of here. I grabbed you and put you on the first train I could find. But you wouldn't say a damn word to me even after we got to Raquel. Didn't know what to make of that. I thought maybe you'd been mixed up in some bad business, and then the soldiers came for me. I don't know how they found out, but they knew I'd helped you get away. Forget about everything that happened that night, and ditch the kid. You'll be helping secure the future of the Empire. It's in your best interest to comply. We can pay whatever you like. Not a bad deal, huh? A deal, huh? Sounds more like a threat. That must have been part of the cover-up of Hamel that Osborne spearheaded. I hate to sound heartless, but I was eager for any excuse to get rid of you. So I took the Ramira and gave you to one of the hostesses at my favorite club. I knew she wouldn't put you out on the street. She was quite the woman, taking in a kid she knew next to nothing about and raising you as her own. You're telling me. So you see, I didn't really do anything that bad. I got you away from Hamel in one piece and even set you up with a new family. Was it so much for me to collect a little compensation in return? Yes, that's all there is to it. I cut my ties to you and got on with my life. Our past doesn't mean shit to me. Right now, you're nothing but some punk who's standing in the way of me and my business. So damn it, why can't I pull the trigger? You're a traitor, a criminal. You shot the Emperor for crying out loud. No one's gonna miss you. I took the damn money. I washed my hands of you. You're nothing to me. Nothing. So why can't I... So that's it. Guess that explains the sudden shift in your business model. I know you're not gonna admit it, but when you took that deal, it messed you up on the inside. You knew it was wrong, and you've been carrying that guilt with you ever since. That's what let the curse worm its way into your heart and turn you into a real crook. Ah. The hell are you talking about? Don't act like you know me. If I'm wrong, then why do you look like you're in so much pain? It's written all over your face, moron. You've been running from your sins all this time, but you just can't let them go. Ash. To be honest, I really don't give a shit how far you fall. There's something you should know. Right up until she passed, Mom was still smiling. She said it was a blessing, having me in her life. Go figure, right? She also told me she wished she could thank the guy who brought us together. And I feel the same. I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you. I wouldn't change a thing about the time I had with my mom. Well, it might have been nice if she'd been a better cook, but you can't win them all. As far as I'm concerned, my hometown isn't Hamel. It's Raquel, the town you brought me to. One of these days I'll find a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. I don't regret joining the academy or trying to find out about my past. That was my own choice. Because of that, I got to meet Kurt, Billy, Bunny, Bonylocks. They're not a bad bunch. Hell, even some of the instructors are okay, I guess. What do you mean you guess? Ha! So I figure I gotta at least say thank you. Not just for me, but for Mom too. The curse, it's... For a kid who wouldn't talk at first, you sure grew up to have quite a mouth on you. Look at me, getting all sentimental. I feel like such a chump. But hey, all this only goes as far as you getting me off the streets. Huh? Leading Brad astray and selling me out during field exercises. Now that's a different story. I think you've got a little debt to be paid, you feel me? Ugh. Now I straightened his shit out. Man, that felt good. You're enjoying this a little too much. I hope this did you some good, Ash. Though now free from the curse, Miguel and Brad still had plenty of crimes to answer for. After turning them over to the authorities, Rean summoned Valimar to return him and Ash to the Courageous 2. You had me worried there for a minute. I'm glad it all worked out. Trust me, I was just as surprised to find out Miguel's the life the guy I owed my life to. At least now I feel I can let the past go. Well, that's good. I'm happy for you. Right, enough sappy shit. Let's get back to the others. Fair enough, Ash. Fair enough. Feels like I can let the past go now. Time to focus on what's in front of me. Next up is Crossbell. Third rivalry's weighing. Hey, I can't slack off yet. I'm relying on you, Ash. Well, I've got everything I need, plus help with setting it all up. It all seems to be in order, so I'd say we head over once we have some spare time. Leave it to me. Bro, or Dean, are the two of you going somewhere? Yeah, it's just a little thing I need to take care of. Something I want to handle before the next rivalry. Something to take care of, huh? I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world, man. Just some personal business. We're all trying to put things in order by the next rivalry, so you gotta make sure that you're all prepared too, alright? But if you're heading down to take care of anything, just let me know, okay? What kind of business does he have to take care of? I have to admit, I'm curious. Mind if I go with you, Crow? We're gonna be out there fighting together, so I want to make sure you're firing on all cylinders. Rean. Keep in mind, it's not the kind of the fun kind of errand. It might be a good opportunity, though. I know they've been on your mind, after all. Who? Well, you'll figure out soon enough. Alright, hurry up and get ready, then. I'll be waiting here. Once Rean is ready, they set up from the Courageous 2 with the 2 Divine Knights. Pro needed to visit a handful of different regions. For their first stop, they found themselves at a familiar place. The Cathedral at St. Arc. What does he need to do here? There she is, just like I heard. Sorry, but can you wait for a bit? Eios, please find a way to forgive my grandson, Michael. He doesn't absolve his crime, but he was truly concerned for this country. I just pray he can rest in peace. I pray for the same. Huh? What was that? Michael Gideon's book and glasses. Ah, these are his. Michael. He's marching towards the Stopio book. Is it okay to have just handed those over? I'm in no position to ask for her forgiveness, so on to the next. Michael, Ugh, damn fools, a lot of them, getting into this whole war. Red Constellation, Nidhogg, and even those leftovers from the Northern Jaegers. What a mess, if only the boss and everyone could have... Vulcan subordinate? Sorry I couldn't get revenge for all of you. Huh? But it's good you survived at least. Take care of yourself, yeah? That's what you would have wanted. Vulcan, is this the boss's tag? Hey, you! And they disappear. Right then, just gotta wait for someone to get in touch now. Sure. My piece together now, Crow. This is about them, isn't it? The ILF members. But Scarlet's still alive, right? After I returned to where Valmar and Ordine were waiting, Crow received a call. George. Hey, Rean, I should have known you'd get involved in this too. Crow reached out to me earlier and asked if I could help him out. Good thing you're still using your old number. So does this mean you found her? Yep, you're gonna have to make do a voice call though. Here, I'll patch you through. Hello, can you hear me alright? It's her. Good, glad to hear from you again, Scarlet. Same here, see, Crow. Sorry, still getting used to that. I never thought we'd get a chance to talk again. As for Rean, I guess we haven't spoken in a while either, not since Berea Hard. I'm glad you're alright. I thought you'd still be locked up somewhere in Cruzen. What can I say, this is business as usual for me. Right now I'm operating outside the Empire, on board a Merkaba. A Merkaba, does that mean you're with the girls, rather? Apparently, Eustace Flex's influence to have her released into protective custody. The church took her past as a squire into account and allowed her to work as a kind of penance for her role in the Civil War. Wow, Eustace really came through. I can't imagine it's all footsies and tea parties though, what with you being a former terrorist and all. It was pretty tough at first, I admit, but things are better now. Barawazi and that bald knight of his are actually pretty reasonable when you sit down and talk to them. Some of the recruits here joined up around the same time as me. There are interesting people here, so I'm not bored at all. That's great. I'm glad to know you're doing alright. I won't pretend I wasn't a little discouraged when I found out Osborne had survived. But I was able to get past that and find a new path forward, thanks to all of you. You have my gratitude. Right. Bro, I heard all about what you've been doing. Let's both do our best, not for revenge, but for them and for the world too. Of course, let's do this thing right. So those people we visited back there, were they really related to members of the ILF? Yeah, I've been thinking about making this little trip ever since I got my memories back. It's the least I can do to make it up to the pals who went to Gehenna with me. I managed to find some people who knew Vulcan and Gideon, so I decided to just go forward with it. I see, I've gotta say, it was a surprise to hear Scarlet decide to go back to the church. No kidding, I'm sure she had her reasons though. Well, in any case, it feels good to tie up those loose ends. Now, once my lifetime's all used up, I can go without any regrets. Crow. No, the future's not decided just yet. For all we know, you might just end up with more time than you bargained for. You're back, Rean, Crow. Sheesh, where exactly do you two wander off to? Toa, Angelica. Even for us, there's always somewhere to return to, and someone waiting there. So for everyone's sake, those we've lost and those who are still with us, we have to see us through to the end and make it back alive, no matter what. Yeah, I guess you're right. But first things first, we gotta kick some ass in the next rivalry. I'll be counting on you, partner. Right. Afterward, they were met by Toa and Angelica and made it back safely to the Courageous. Once the Divine Knights were on board, they set off to continue their missions. We can't just let it go. I guess that's true. We've got the rivalry first. We've got to win. Let's do this. Hey, you and Crow really do trust one another, don't you? I must thank you once more for staying with him. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.